Luthia we're going after. That's, part of Gaia, huh? That's the board.
Where have I seen this before?
Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. When I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Vermin.
What is that?
What the hell?
Well, that takes the keg.
Varl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
You done looking around?
Almost. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
It's kind of chilly in here. All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the Asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the Asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
This place keeps on going. We better check in that room. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. I'm making good use of this. A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal? Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye. So
She's still alive.
we need to get her back to...
Oh, shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. That thing's quick. Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. I need to sneak around behind it. It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on. Shield's down!
You got it, sweet
It's on the move!
I got your back, Aloy. Aloy, get out of there! Ha!
Oh!
Aloy, for you!
Ah!
Use acid. Corroded. You need help, Aloy?
Oh!
Let's take him out. Aloy, ammo. Let's dent some metal.
Ah! need to get my stamina back.
Did you pick the wrong one? Can't beat Asaram Forge. Aloy, you need this. Let's smash these machines. Ah. Aloy, you okay? Now we're talking. Machine, over here.
Keep me in the fight.
You need some ammo? You want a taste of this? Come on! Done. Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. I'm catching snowflakes on my lashes. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to Errand?
Huh? I mean, why wouldn't I?
Because there's two of me.
There's two of you now! At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that. What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about rods being used to harness lightning. Guy reminded me of a cut. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do.
What are you working on?
I'm still figuring out how... Those two lovebirds over there. But to be honest, all the little symbols. But I'll get up to speed.
Did you speak?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. I thought it'd be better if Zoe and... No use crowding someone.
I have to get going.
Don't go cop.
Aloy, you're...
Yeah.
You mean after meeting but isn't you? Guess this must be even...
Little?
Varl said she maybe...
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines. In a way, the Utaru o Hephaestus are whole...
That's why we have to make Gaia. Learn anything interesting?
There's been much to read up on now that Aether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus... You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extra...
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying. She looks like she's barely...
I need to get going.
May the land... Is your focus acting up again?
That's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Nah. Usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
Aloy! Glad you made it back. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought...
So, Aloy, I suppose you want information. About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so... the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What do they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface. All so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine wars. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. Bena's dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Luthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access. You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge just out of reach must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia is powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
The old ones use
Welcome back. Good choice. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, Maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zenith.
A moment. I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology. But not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zenith got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Pam! Whoopata!
It's a little loud.
Hey,
Nothing some rest can't. Are you okay?
just try.
Fair enough.
How's...
I tried explaining what a clone is. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all. Says a home should always spring. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd.
Still, it's not a bad idea. It's good to see you and Zoe enjoy.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's... Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal, anything, really, doesn't sound like a...
Maybe Gaia can help you find some. I should get...
I'll keep an eye...
Okay.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk.
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. If we deliver it to the land gods...
That's great.
Maybe. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way. We need components called control cores from machines similar to the land god.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in...
Yes. Gaia helped me locate...
So, kill the machines, get the control use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land...
If all goes well. But
We'll do it together.
bless you, Aloy.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get the...
champion. You should know the rebels have been busy. They've set up outposts to the west. Some settled into a camp southwest of here. And I know the marshals can't deal with all of them, so I'd stay alert out there if I were you.
Thanks for the warning. Getting rid of those outposts might stop the rebels from killing more of their own. Maybe I can lend the marshals a hand. A rush of air. I'll put these in my pack. The Tenakth settlement. Might want to stop for supplies.
You saved Takaro. But how did he come to need saving?
Chief owes you his life. I don't need a chaplain telling me what battles to fight.
The real battle is arguing with you.
Be more respectful. Drop the acrobatics. Maybe I was wrong about you, Outlander. Show respect, Outlander. You showed us that Regala's rebellion cannot last.
My stock will be here next time.
Look, we don't get those hearts, we don't get water.
What's
I'm going back
on?
to the pens.
So machines did.
An Easterner with hair like blood.
You bested Regala.
It's Aloy, and
Maybe I could use some trouble right about now.
Out there is a big herd. We take the machine's hearts, send them to our cap. It's harder every year. Killer machine. Last one hit us right as we were penning up our... But our quarries, which means if I can get their hearts...
If you go out there alone, you'll probably wind up dead, Draka.
I'm not going alone, Chaplain. The great champion...
How about you answer some questions? What can you tell me about...
Been there for years. New machines. Oh,
What about the killer?
they guard the herd. The more we... Now, I had to leave half my only survivor.
I'll help you harvest those Probably better if you don't. Seems like your village...
I like her.
An Outlander after. We can leave now, or I can meet you at our outpost.
I have...
I'll wait at the out...
May the 10th.
Yeah, you...
Let our blade pass up a chance to Gala. Outlander.
And I hope I'm there to watch him get his ass kicked. It seems Regala is our prominent.
Well, I do my best to keep customers happy.
All this sweat, and I'm still not cooling off. I can't override that machine until I find a cauldron. Rebels. That Noth soldier warned me about them. Whatever they're doing, it can't be good. I've been spotted.
Invader!
Alarm! Alarm! Regala! Suppress her! Help them! Up close, huh?
fight it. Better not figure out what's going on here. I need to find whoever's in charge.
I'm coming! Damn it!
There.
Get her! One cut at a time. Got her!
I'll cut you down. I'll tear you limb from limb. Oh, that feels good.
Just surrender! Here it comes!
Fire from all sides!
to us. Come on. I'm not letting you search for Quit moving so much. Stop her. No! Who was that? Scum! Get it, Pursuit!
don't think these guys are friendly.
Shoot at her, now! Don't let her get you!
We've got it to knock the prisoner. They don't look too good.
We will have to hunt her down! Will do. You! This shot is for the fallen! Just keep firing! She could still be around there!
They've fortified an entire section of the camp. What are they hiding in there?
Get out there!
Already on it!
This time you die!
If I hit those weak points, it should bring the bridge down.
You! That'll cost you! You both are with me. Places you can hide.
Looks like they're getting ready to ship out these weapons and armor. Probably fast. That'll hurt their operations if I get rid of them. Maybe I can bring that bridge down.
Have you now? Keep going! I've got a shot! Want another? Ah!
attention. Come in. Time to see what these rebels are up to.
You again!
What are they doing here? I should take a look in there. Might be a command center. Command center. Some kind of forge. Maybe Asa was doing working with Tenakth rebels.
To all sons of Prometheus engineers and operatives, I've been hearing some belly aching, whining about the Tenakth, the work, the conditions, the occasional limb loss to a machine when someone gets careless. I get it. It's been a long road. We've suffered. We'll continue to suffer. But we're close. This alliance will get us what we want, I promise. The Karja will pay for the Red Race in blood. And so will all of their collaborators in the Vanguard and back in the claim. So shut up, get back to work, and always remember, a reckoning is on the way.
It sounds like the Sons of Prometheus want blood. The Karja are the target. The Vanguard, too. Let's see what else these guys have been up to. Map. They've marked supply lines to different outposts. Rebels have been busy making weapons and armor. So I was right. This place makes weapons and armor, and ships them out to their troops. I should destroy as many munitions as possible. That should hurt the rebels' operations. should be all of them. Guess the rebels will have to resupply elsewhere. So the Sons of Prometheus are coming in to torch and the Vanguard. I need to find out more about their operations and stop them. The Vanguard's unit. I should tell them about this. Almost like plasma with much damage. I can keep going. That Oseram camp Talon and I were trying to find should be around here.
Be welcome, Outlander.
Hope you brought your best gear. The West knows no pity.
But I figured I'd be safe there until a couple of Glinthawks attacked. Chased me all.
Now she's in the wilds, all alone. Forge knows all the things that could kill her out there.
Someone ran off?
Never got her name. Kept quiet. Couldn't tell if she was shy or scared. All I know is she didn't want anyone near her things.
That's for sure. I was just curious is all. She didn't have to slug me.
Your glass jaw ain't the problem, Lugnut. The girl is. All alone in the bush? And this is Tanakh territory.
Which way did she go?
West, up the slope. Look for her if you can.
I will.
Careful now. Girl's maladjusted.
Smoke. Could be from a camp.
Looks like we have company.
Maybe I should check it out.
Rest for a moment, friend.
Some kind of Osram camp? How'd they end up out here?
I hear the Tanakh are fighting each other quite a bit these days. Some of them contain machines. Those you've got to be real careful of. We've seen a whole bunch of them setting up outposts around here. Spotted one just west of here. A few settled at the edge of the desert in the southwest. They even set up camp in the south. Really helps a fellow sleep at night.
Just make sure you steer clear of them. Those rebels are bad business. I'll keep an eye out for them while I'm out here.
Whoa!
Are you lost?
Spark to steel. Aren't you a jewel in a junk heap?
Excuse me?
Hold the hammer? I know you. You're that Nora. Ha ha! The savior! My savior! Right in the nick of time. The name's Porguff Delvesman, chief delver and leader of Porguff's expeditioners and purveyors of fine delvewares.
What am I saving you from, exactly?
Death and despair, my steel flame friend. See, this grand expedition here has had a minor setback. Not far from here, there's a secret tunnel. A passage of the old ones, lost and then found. Me and half the crew came through first. The other half was supposed to follow right after. But days later, only one man turned up, shivering like a frog in chill water. Only thing we got out of him was that death and darkness chased them as the tunnel collapsed. Died with his eyes wide, he did.
I've been to the tunnel's eastern side. The way was blocked by rubble. There was also a body, one of your delvers, I guess, but no sign of the rest of the crew.
Keep your voice down, will you? The rest of the crew's already spooked. They're refusing to press on with the delve until they're assured a way out of here.
You lost half your crew and you're worried about the delve.
We gotta make their sacrifice worth something, right? And besides, now that you're here, maybe our sand-stranded days are over. Help me get that tunnel reopened, and I'll cut you in on the delver's fee. What do you say?
Was there a Karja traveling?
We always pick up a few travelers on the road. Never learn their names, though. But I have a scout who might know. Likes the... He's right over there. Don't remember her,
Thanks. So this camp, it's...
What opera? The plan was to move further. The delver's right up, but now the crew refuses to budge. They've even given this place a name.
Yeah. How did you learn about this?
The art of the delve, of course. A delve. All right, fine. I heard about 3 Os. Tap the untouched delve, so then I may have...
A spy.
Look, if the rumors are true, but someone has to take the... Establish a base camp, set up a
Figures...
Exactly.
What do you know about this area?
Well, north of here you got those vicious Tanakh. I heard rumor they drink blood instead of water. That's how they survive this wasteland. And south, it has it all. Death. Imagine, if you will, a vast grave of the... all guarded by machines. So fierce that you'll wish you had... Not even the Tanakh venture into the room.
Like yourself.
Of course.
I'll see what I can do about the tunnel.
Ha ha! My savior.
For the crew trapped here with you, not your delve.
One and the same.
That it? Over there?
That it is. Oh, and while you're at it, would you mind keeping an eye out for my lockbox? The second crew was supposed to bring the rest of the supplies and belongings. I'd hate to lose it to the wilds. It was hand-carved by my dear old ma.
I'll bring it back if I find it.
I'd appreciate it. Good luck, Still Flame.
Now better than to take a job from Pork Dunes might look peaceful, but they hide. All kinds of dangers.
Lana. Glad to see you made it.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base. It was quite a sight.
Secret passage? Don't let the others hear you say that, or you'll have a lot of Oseram knocking at your door.
And you are?
This is Raggart. He's a scout with this caravan. He says Amadis was here.
He joined up with our expedition right before we went through the tunnel. After we made camp here, I set out to do some scouting. I also made peace offerings to the Tanakh for trespassing in their territory. Amadis wanted me to ask around about some place called the Rot.
What did you find out?
Most I learned was that it's where the Tanakh took their prisoners. Somewhere far to the west near Thornmarsh, the Lowland clan's capital. He set out to find it not long after.
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but he was dead set on going.
What happened when you went through the tunnel?
Nothing. Our crew split into 2 groups to pass through. Everyone here was part of the first crossing. Aside from some pitch-black passages, it was quiet. Whatever befell the second group spared us. Steel Spark be praised.
I'm looking into it.
Much appreciated. A lot of us want to know what happened in there.
Did Amadis say anything about why he was heading to the Rot?
Afraid not. He was a man of few words.
Sounds like him. Did he look okay to you?
More or less. He seemed shaken when we learned the tunnel had collapsed behind us. But then again, so was everyone around here.
So you're a scout for this crew. Anything I should know about the area?
Where to start? Down south, we got a trio of Oseram trying to delve into the ruins in the sand.
There are more of you?
They're the ones we followed out here in the first place. And then there are all the other folk, who broke away as soon as we got to this side of the tunnel. Salvagers, explorers, all sorts of daring venturers.
Just how many of you were there?
Enough to lose track, that's for sure. I've also spotted some rebels a while back, too. Seems like they've been patrolling the desert. Heard all about the rebellion from the Tanakh up in Scalding Spear. That's the Desert Clan's capital, north of here.
Sounds like you've really gotten to know the area.
It's what I do.
Thanks, Raggart. This has been helpful.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thornmarsh. Meet me there.
Hold on.
What?
You're willing to go to the ends of Tanakh's territory to find this guy. No hesitation.
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden West. I'm just worried about him.
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the lowland capital. But then, you're going to tell me who Amadis really is.
Fine. I'll lay low, north of the village. See you there.
There's gotta be another way through. Maybe if we go up and open it.
Shelter. Should be safe here. told I'd find one here. If I take out their leader, maybe the rest will retreat. There are riders patrolling the area. Better stay out of sight. That'll blow if I hit it with the right ammo. They've got a lot of firepower on that tower. Could be useful in a fight. I've got a machine locked up below the tower. If I blow up the blaze in front of it, I can free it. Cause some trouble.
Who is that? There's no one.
By the looks of that armor, that soldier's the one in charge.
Maybe we missed something.
I can get out.
No sign of anyone. Sorry. Ah! What the?
Intruder!
This is that hit!
Ah! Not good.
It was here, but now it's gone. She's in retreat! There! Where have you gone now? She dies today!
Hurts, doesn't it? That was a bad hit! That's a lot of...
Tallneck.
She's there! I've got her in my sights!
Hope it hurts.
I need to get my stamina back first. Let's see if this one's got tags on them too. No tags. I should take them to Duca when I can. I'll need these later, for sure. Acid'll do a lot of damage. The Osram I met said someone in their crew ran off in this direction. I should keep my eyes open.
Get away from my rig! Damn scavengers!
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Don't you dare! Don't touch my stuff!
I think she's gonna need some backup.
Hit her like that again! Ah!
Machine can't move.
Watch
I
yourself,
could grapple in
stranger.
for a big hit.
Think you found its weak spot. Is it safe? Did they get to it? Please be intact. Please.
I should make sure she's okay.
A note for you. 142. Supply drop is correct.
All right. Wire to spike is still intact. Rig's still playing. You okay there?
You took out those machines. I'm grateful, but you should go now. There's nothing to see here.
So this rig of yours, it's receiving sound through that wire from the thing up on the cliff, what you call a spike. But the message is only a fragment, and you're trying to pick up the whole thing?
How did you figure all that out?
I've learned a few things in my travels. If you want, we could talk about it. Maybe I can help?
You do seem downright knowledgeable. So go ahead. Shoot.
How did you first...
I used to be a smith. A lot of hard and one day faint. Like when I moved the rod around, I did some tinkering. Further west I came, when I hooked up my rig.
What do you think the...
I don't know. I'd sure like to...
Your rig's
well, like you said, it travels. I put some coils in there and a light sheet of metal that vibrates, making the sound louder. I'm not exactly sure why it works, but it just does.
And you set it up out here all alone?
I'm not the trusting type. Didn't used to be a tinker. Came from Mainspring. You see, I once had one of the best, but I didn't my own brother.
Sounds like you're still mad.
Some days I am. He didn't have the guts to go against the blast of the bellow, even his own. It was cowardly. And I told him so. But over time, he knew how to make me smile. Yeah.
Let me have a look at that spike. I might be able to pick up more.
How?
That's just...
I didn't know Nora were tinkers.
They're not. But
Well, okay. Just follow the wire to the spike at the top. And then please, just don't break anything.
Better get climbing. Hot. I'm sweating everywhere. Gotta give her credit, lugging all that wire up a cliff wall. There's the spike. Might get better reception if I'm next to it.
Unfortunately, during victory, supply drop beacon. Apollo. Please get them back. The note.
Enduring victory. Interesting. Can't seem to get a fix on where the signal's coming from, though. Well, better let the Tinker know I got a bit more of the message. Your rig is picking up an old world message. A recording of some kind.
Thought as much. Did you hear more of it?
A bit. It was recorded during a war. A bad one.
Maybe that's why it sounds so darn sad. There's something about it that makes me think of my late brother. May his ashes stay warm in the forge. Not sure why, exactly.
I still can't get a fix on the source.
Well, the words grew stronger when I got out here.
What if you moved the rig now? Try to see if you can get a stronger signal elsewhere.
Even if I could dodge the Tenakth and the machines, I can't lose that spike. Nothing else pulls down the words better.
Okay. If it's an old world message, then let's try old world methods. They used to pinpoint signals by listening for them at 3 different spots. The taller the better. And then they combined the information and used it to find the source.
And you can do that?
I think so. But your spike is only 1 spot. I need 2 more, both up high.
Oh. Well, there's a big bright tower in the Tenakth territory north of here.
Yeah, that should work. I have another spot in mind, near a place I'm, camping.
Wait. I don't know your name. Or why you do all of this for someone you just met.
Aloy. And because I want to know what's out there. Same as you.
Soga. And when you find it, Aloy, I'd be eager to hear what it is.
tower should help me pinpoint Silga's signal.
Turn to me another time.
There you go.
Even Outlanders see that Regala is treacherous.
Gotta climb up to look for Silga's signal. But where to start?
My strength is yours.
I gotta keep climbing to pinpoint that signal. Just a little higher. Almost there. Okay. Let's see if I can pick up Silga's signal.
Start 114 to Enduring Victory Movement. Supply drop beacon. Apollo. I'm pretty good. Left a note. Sorry.
Well, I got more of the message, but not enough to find the source yet. Climbing the mountain where my base is should finish the job.
I hear she stopped a war in the east. I wonder if she could finish the war here.
This mountain. The southern face is my best bet for a climb if I want to get more of Silga's message. Just gotta look for a path. Fight or sneak past? Shock's not gonna help me here. I'm not giving up. Now that I'm here, I should try climbing up the mountain to get more of Silga's message. The southern face should get me to a good spot. Alright, fight or sneak past. Pain subsiding. This is quite a climb. I have to get higher to try and pinpoint Silga's signal. This mountain is tall. Looks like I have company. Fire can help here. Still need to climb higher. Okay, now to pick up the signal. Where's the best spot? I should try to find a good spot to pick up Silga's message.
Stork 142 to Enduring Victory, Reno. Supply drop beacon echo. Paul, I pray you get this safely. I left a note for you inside.
There. Found the signal's origin. It's not too far from here. I just need to get to it. Bet I'll get a nice view if I glide down from here. machine can tough out the cold. Frost won't help. My focus is picking up the signal that Silga found. I'll need to clear out the machines before I can look for the source. should scan for that signal now. See if I can locate the source. getting in that way. I should search for another way in. Oh, that looks promising. Right. Into... There you are. Now, what's inside?
Paul, I couldn't raise you via focus. I hope this gets to you. Somehow. Along with the gear for the stand at the Reno line. Just wanted you to know that all the bitterness is water under the bridge. I only remember the good things. And I'll think about them when the darkness comes.
Sounds like she really cared about him. Silga will want to know about this. And she'll definitely be interested in the transmitter inside that's been sending the message.
Aloy, the words stopped coming from the spike. What happened?
This is what was speaking to your rig. It's old world equipment used for communicating over long distances. The message must have shut off when I took it, but I heard the note the voice was talking about.
What was it?
During an ancient war, a woman was trying to deliver supplies to a man she knew. She wanted him to know that their past disagreements didn't matter in the big picture. That she'd be thinking of him when the end came.
Oh. I guess she and I are kin, of a sort. I wish I could give my brother a message like that. Tell him that I forgave him. He would have wanted that. I know. This man, the old one, did he ever hear the message?
I don't think so.
I guess that's often the way of it then. But still, with the power of that device you found, the sender had hope that he might have heard it. What a feat! To send messages near and far. Can I keep this? It's a treasure.
Of course.
Thank you. Sometimes people don't ever get to hear what they should. But with this thing, maybe I can get them talking to one another. From Mainspring all the way to who knows where.
Hey, I found a few more things in the supply cache. Might be able to make something out of them. Can I use your workbench?
Sure. Yeah, right over there. Anytime, Aloy. It's all yours.
I think I know just what to do with these parts. That turned out well. Can't wait to try it.